Hello and welcome to Kelly Legends Media. Okay, so first of all, let me start off by saying thank you to all of my subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you watch the videos, if you see my channel every now and then, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe. We're trying to hit a 10,000 subscriber goal that I set a couple of months ago. We're at about 8,000 right now. So any help will be highly appreciated. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button down below, set that notification bell on all, and you're all set. Okay, so today's video is going to be named Steel Sharpens Steel, okay? And I'm taking that from a comment that Gunner had made one day when I gave him props for something he had did that I thought was very noble of him. He had traveled very far to make it to a court to get his child back, and he left with his child, and that's very unusual for a man. Usually they give the child to the woman, and a lot of times the men don't even show up to court, and they could be living. The court could be in Los Angeles. They could be living in Los Angeles, and they still don't show up. This dude came from Egypt somewhere and made it to the court on time, did his thing, and was able to leave with his child. So I commended him, and he made that comment, how steel sharpens steel, okay? Well, with the good comes the bad, okay? Now, I'm going to try to say this in the best way possible without being disrespectful, because I don't want to disrespect anybody on YouTube. Not friend or foe, not good or bad, not male or female, no one, okay? I don't want at any time for my channel to be used to disrespect somebody, especially me doing it. And that's why a lot of times I'll remove you from the comment section if I see you being disrespectful. I don't have time for it. My subscribers don't have time for it, and I want this to be like a no nonsense, no bullshit channel, okay? Let's see if I don't get dinged for that, because lately I've been getting dinged for for my language, so I'm gonna have to pull it back some. Anyways, what I wanted to say was it was brought to my attention, not intentionally, I just kind of picked up on it during a video, okay? I'm just gonna say that, where regarding baby EMMANUEL, Gunner had said that he was told something, and it just came out. Nobody was talking about Gunner, nobody was talking about baby EMMANUEL. It was just mentioned that this gentleman didn't appreciate people putting words in his mouth, just to say it kind of the way we understand it, you know? And that he never said that baby EMMANUEL would be found in a construction site, and he made no insinuation that that's where people should go look and all of this and that and the other, right? And he just moved on, you know? He didn't dwell on it, and he moved on, and I'm gonna respect that, so I'm not gonna dwell on this either. But I am gonna mention this for damn sure, okay? Now, Gunner has been announcing and hoorahing that he's on the EMMANUEL team, and gotta find baby EMMANUEL, gotta do this, that, and the other, we should be doing this, and this person's doing that. And he was probably the only one that I would give time to listen, to try to find something new about baby EMMANUEL, because I found out by experience that the other channels were sometimes just putting out straight fake news, clickbait. Oh, baby EMMANUEL has been found, baby EMMANUEL was discovered here or there, and then you click on it and it tells the whole story about baby EMMANUEL, everything except for him being found, just so that people could click on their channel, you know. And it's disgusting and it's irritating. I'm not saying that Gunner is doing that or has done this, but all I'm saying is I would listen to Gunner's spiel about baby Manuel, and if it was something that I hadn't heard, I'd listen in. Okay, and that was one of the things that I heard from Gunner himself, that he was told that baby Manuel, inside information, breaking news, you know, he's gonna be in a construction site. Okay, he even mentioned who told him, everything, and it's not true. And I think that right there pretty much end the baby Manuel journey with Gunner. You know, I'm just gonna have to wait for the news, you know, hearing it on the news, because nothing yerks me more, man, than for something to be put out like that and then somebody's name being used who has credibility with the community to verify what's coming out of his mouth on his channel. You know, people have accused Gunner of lying before and all these falsehoods and everything, and apparently he don't give a shit what anybody thinks. You know, he pretty much says it like, you know, I do what I do and I'm gonna keep doing it, you know, because gotta get that money, you know, gotta make that bag. But we'll see what transpires with this guy and with this comment he made. But everybody's got to have a limit, you know, and I think that's where my limit ends, you know. I know it don't matter to him whether I watch his content or not, whether I get down with him or I don't, whether I what I think of him. He don't care about none of that, you know what I mean? And that's fine, you know. It's for me to deal with and for me to handle the way I think it needs to be handled, you know. This doesn't include Dubs in any way. This is solely Gunner's activities, you know. And I give him credit when his activities were positive and in my opinion right on, and you know, hard to do, you know, under any circumstance. Good thing he had the money to come down here to make it to court and rent a car and fly or whatever he had to do to get over here. Maybe get a room or whatever the money it took to get back home and take his daughter back home with him, you know, and eat and everything. Takes money. Some fathers may not have had that and been able to do that. Thank God he was able to do that, and he got reunited with his little girl. And I haven't heard anything since, so it must be working out pretty good, and I'm happy for that. That's a positive. But when it comes to this baby Manuel stuff, I think pretty much I just yeah, I don't want to hear anything anymore. I'll wait to hear it on the news or some reputable crime channel or something that has some period of time doing activities like this and announcing things that don't come out like they did this morning. It fucking blew my hair back, man, when I heard. I even think I did a video. I was looking for it really hard because, you know, I want to delete it. I think I did a video based on his information, which I'll never do again. I really shouldn't do it on anybody's information that they're putting out unless I can verify it, you know. But you know, he said he's in touch with certain people, and you know that's the word on the curb, and this and that and the other. And dude said, I didn't say that, you know, and I believe him, you know. So that being said, man, watch out what you listen to, what you pay attention to, what you believe. You know, a lot of people say, hey, man, YouTube's not real, it's fake, you know. And you know what? I've learned that a lot of it's just for views, you know, and clicks, you know. And of course, I want views and clicks too, but I want to stay doing it, talking about things that are real, things that. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video with that. Yeah, that's not cool, and I'm trying to do this as respectful as possible, man. I don't need no additional beefs on the internet. Don't have time for it, but I have to mention things like this because people walk away believing stuff that they hear, and this was not true. What he said he heard, and from the person that he mentioned that he heard it from, it's not true. And when people start doing that, people start losing respect. When you say, oh, so and so told me, that's different from I heard, or you know what I mean, or I heard it from so and so, he was on his podcast with somebody else. That's different. But he said, so and so told me, breaking news, baby Manuel is on a construction site and this, that, and the other, and it was a lie, And the last thing that we need to do is walk around with lies in it in a long time, and it troubled me, and I imagined all kinds of shit, that could have happened to that baby on a construction site, and that was undeserving, I didn't deserve that, Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man, I get over it, but I didn't deserve to have to go through that, and I really care that this little baby gets found. I got my personal reasons, but anyways, that being said, people, take care. God bless you. God bless your families. Watch over your children, man. Don't trust nobody. You can't even trust the teachers these days, coaches, man. They've all done it. Not politicians that smile and shake your hand and want to hold your babies. You don't even know no more. Stars, singers, everybody's so depraved and into this child trafficking and all of this, that it's you can't trust nobody. You got to watch your kids closer than ever before. So let's make sure that we don't end up behind the bars or behind them walls, so we could be out here and protect our families and be here for our families when they need us. With that being said, thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. God bless you.